All right, guys, back at the property. What I want to do is I want to get these permanently installed. I need to remove them for a couple of reasons. One, they're not sealed back here. I didn't have any caulking to put behind the flange when I put those in. So I knew I was going to be taking them out. And if you notice right here, I can show you better on the other side, but there's no surface to screw those into. I wanted these to be as wide apart as possible. I mean, I could move this over, center it in between the studs, and there'd be plenty of room to screw that in. But I want to make this as far apart as possible, so I'm going to build that out. And so I'm going to take these out, frame a little bit right there, and then I'll get these reinstalled. And I brought some Lexel with me that I'm going to use to seal, around the edges of each of these windows. And I also need to get this window installed as well. Just an update on the bird situation. The birds are gone. Something that I didn't know, but I found out recently, is that birds don't live in their nest. The nest is really just a cradle for the eggs and the baby birds. Once the birds learn how to fly, they leave the nest. And the nest will be reused, but I was able to get here just at the right time. They hadn't laid any more eggs. Maybe they were never going to, because they didn't like all the attention they were getting. But the nest is empty, so I've removed it. And that's going to allow me to install this window, so I don't have to leave them access in and out. For some reason, they never went in and out the door. They always came in and out this window. So I'm going to get this window installed as well. Let's get to it. All right, so I've got my board cut. I just cut it to 22 inches because that's how this is framed out. So I'm going to go ahead and get this installed. All right, now I need to re-tape that side since there's no tape. All right, in order to finish sealing up the back window, I need to cut out 44 inches of this stretch flashing. It's a 36-inch wide opening, so I wanted 4 inches on either side coming down, so that's 44 inches. Okay, I'll go outside to finish that. All right, it's not perfectly level, but it's not bad. That's about as level as I can get it within the space of the framing. So I'm gonna go with that. I think that's not bad. All right, so we'll take a look at the windows on the inside. And we'll take a look at them on the outside. So my battery died while I was taping up this window here. But yeah, that center piece of tape's a little bit rough, but it's got good coverage. And that's Pella window flashing. Pella's a window company. They're nationwide, you probably heard of them. But the way I did it is behind the windows, I flashed the entire opening, and the window itself, I caulked and flashed just the sides and the top. I left the bottom open, which is customary to allow any water that gets behind the window to drain out. And we'll go take a look at the rear window. Same thing. You can see on the bottom there that the opening was flashed completely on all four sides, but the window itself is caulked and flashed only on the sides and the top. So now I've got my windows completely installed, and I could actually start putting up siding now. But before I can side the front, I do need to get my door installed. And before I install my door, I need to finish my subfloor. So that's probably next on the list, is finishing up the subfloor. Then I can get the window installed, or the door installed. But that's going to do it for this video. So we'll talk to you guys later.